quick review of the game that's just finished 1-1 at St Mary's. A game of wasted opportunities, I think, for both teams. I think I've got to be fair and say that, you know, both teams had some huge chances and just, unfortunately, it was just one of those days today. So I think for us, like I say, and them. The lineups came out very different to what we was all expecting. I think Cresswell in Kura, Ben Johnson, Soufal, Fabianski in goal. It was an interesting lineup. Rice and Soucek in the middle, Paqueta in there, Scamacca, Bowen, and Emerson at left wing back. We started well for about 2 minutes. For about 2-3 minutes of the first half, we started really well. We was pressing and trying to get ourselves in there. But after that, they sort of out-pressed us a little bit, and we was getting a little bit bullied. And they had a few chances, you know. We had no shots on target, but that was very misleading to the actual game. You had Scamacca with an absolute thunderbolt from about 45 yards. Really tested the goalie. If that was on target, that was a good chance that would go in. He had another one as well that he just dragged wide. He had a header. He put a great ball in for Paqueta as well, who nearly scored with the header. I thought our corners were poor. Every time Bowen stepped up to take one, I wasn't confident that he was going to put a decent ball in. Paqueta was using the ball nicely. I thought Emerson was a constant threat down that left-hand side. The referee was quite lenient. He was letting quite a lot go. But then their goal did come. It was a good finish as well. Again, so the controversy behind it was the throw-in. Was his foot over the line? I think his foot was on the line. I think it was the back end of his, say that's your foot, I would say like the heel and was on the line. I don't know the official rules on how that works, but yeah, I would say, you know, there was a lot that happened after that throw-in, you know, that we could have stopped that goal. He's put it in nicely, like I say, he's put the goal in nicely, but it did take a deflection. Again, a little bit unlucky, but they were on top at that point. They nearly scored again, but for some good tackles and some good blocks in there. It was quite a 50-50 game. I just think we lacked a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of muscle in there today. I think there was out muscling us at times. Their centre back went off, looked like a dislocated shoulder. He was the one taking the long throw-ins. 1-0 down at half time. Wasn't great, you know. Like I said, we had chances though. We didn't hit the target, but there were chances in there. And I always thought, the thing is, the longer it went on, it was slowly turned into you thinking that's going to be one of them days. It's going to be one of them days. Paqueta had a blocked shot. Scamacca had the one that he tried to divert in with his knee, which was very unlucky as well. But the goal did come. Benrahma came on. Played a lovely little 1-2 with Rice, and Rice has curled in a beautiful shot. Again, they could argue that it hit the referee, and you know the rules are that if it hits the referee, it's meant to be a drop ball. So maybe both teams have a little bit to moan about in that situation. But again, there was a lot to do after the touch of the referee. Yeah, a really nice goal. Benrahma did really well to let back to Rice. Rice opened up his body, used Coletta Cara, I think it was, to shape it round. And put it in a really good goal. After that, I thought we was going to go on and win it. I really did. Scamacca had one where he went through. If he would have gone early with the lob rather than, you know, just wait a little bit longer and play the shot, I think maybe he would have got a goal. Fabianski pulled off a couple of good saves towards the end as well. But yeah, just one of those days. I think that it just couldn't quite get it to go in for Scamacca. Had some really big chances, but yeah, just didn't quite happen for him, and it's unfortunate. I respect a point. You know, a point away is always a good point. We're going to the Liverpool game now, 5 undefeated. That's an important thing as well. You know, that undefeated thing. Just mentally, it's good to keep that up. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. There's still some transition. Listen, we did well with a patched up defence as well. You have to take that into perspective as well. Antonio come on late again, a bit too late. Didn't really do anything. My man of the match for West Ham, I think I think I've got to give it to Kerr, actually. You know, I thought he was really, really good. And, you know, considering he was, you know, the only fit centre-back, he put in some really good tackles, was winning the ball high, you know, was up for the fight. You know, you could say Rice with the goal. Paqueta was did well. Schumacher, everything he tried to do was really good. But yeah, I think I'll give it to Thilo Kerr. I thought he had a really, really good game today. One more point. Again, like I say, it just got to keep ticking over now. Hopefully, Liverpool, you know, have a bit of a bad result today against Man City. You know, a bit of a hiding could help us out. You know, the last thing we want is them to get a result against City and have some real confidence going into the game on Wednesday night. And after that, we play Bournemouth. Again, team you would think that we've got a good chance of beating. So there's some good favourable fixtures building up to that World Cup now. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching live if you have. If not, watch it back. Give me your comments. Tell me what you think man of the match was. Tell me what you thought of the game. And, you know, what now for the centre-backs? You know, who will be the centre-backs on Wednesday night? That's a whole new question altogether. Yeah, until next time, guys. Come in your minds. Keep believing. Let's go.